Hi gardeners, hi herbalists, and hi everyone. I just pour me a cup of tea. The tea is called Gynostemma pentaphyllum, Jiaogulan, sweet tea, or Immortality herb. So this video will be mainly about how to grow Jiaogulan and now not how to buy some product and then swallow it for or against anything. So, well, Jiaogulan is very easy to grow, and once you buy a plant, you'll have it basically. If you follow my steps below, you probably won't lose that plant. It's unlikely. So why is it that people really buy supplements, maybe $40 a bottle, which lasts maybe 1, 2 or 3 months, instead of buying a herb once for say $20 and have the supply for the whole family, including the neighbors or including friends, being able to pot out little herbs and bring it to friends as presses or bring the tea as presses. So everyone tells me it's the convenience, but actually convenience doesn't really add up. Because for the convenience to pop a pill, which costs $40 a bottle maybe, I just assume a price now because I don't pop pills, you work for these $40, okay, and it lasts you 1 month only. So what is your yearly expense on that? You have to work for that. So, okay, you have to work in the garden a little also to keep the plant happy, but the plant is easy. It's not much work. Once you planted it, it seems to take care of itself. So you work for paying for that bottle. Then you work for paying taxes, because the more you earn, the more you pay taxes. And then you pay taxes once again on that bottle in GST. So is it really more convenient to buy that bottle? Or is it maybe just more fun and actually more convenient to buy a plant, put it in your garden, have fun with it, and tell everyone how great of a gardener you are? Okay, Immortality wine. There's so much written in the internet about how wonderful that herb is and for what it's used and so on. And I'm not a trained herbalist. I don't want to give you advice on how to use the herb, but just a quick rundown why the herb is so great. And I actually have to read that. It's an adaptogen. Adaptogen herbs usually have a broad range of use. It is said to be anti-cancer and it's said to prevent cancer. It is anti-inflammatory. Most adaptogens, I think, are anti-inflammatory. It prevents diabetes and it reduces aging. I could laugh that. It's for high cholesterol, and if you look, it's for high weight, and it's for stress and many other things. Like with all adaptogen herbs, it's an exhaustive list of symptoms you can use it for. So, usually the recommended dose of Jiaogulan is 6 grams per day. Here in my tea is probably way less. I'm not a herbalist. I use it in a tea every now and then, and I do use the leaves in a smoothie also. But as said, that's what I do. I'm not a trained herbalist. Don't listen to me. Let's go back to the plant. Jiaogulan is a member of the cucurbit family and as such a vine, or the gourd family, and it has tendrils and climbs up trees or fences or structures like that. It is dioecious, so in order to get viable seeds or fruit, you need to get genetically different plants, which I don't have, and I guess all the plants in Australia are probably one clone only, but that's my guess. Maybe it's not. So, okay, how do you grow Jiaogulan, which is very easy and everyone can do it? The first thing is, of course, you have to get the climate zone right. You have to be in the right climate. it is said to grow from USDA zone 8, which is minus 12 degrees centigrade, to USDA zone 10, which is frost-free climate. I first grew that plant in Katoomba, which is above 1,080 meters above sea level, and it gets to minus 5 degrees. It grew very well there. We now live in the Port Stevens area and it's frost-free and it grows very well there too. But I do believe that it grew a little bit better and more vigorous in Katoomba. If you're not living, or if you're living in a colder climate, no worries. I believe that plant grows very well in a pot also and can be brought inside. And I heard that even people growing it as an indoor plant. So that part is very, very easy. The other thing which you have to really look for in the very beginning, when you get your little plant, it is very prone to slug and snail attack. So you have to protect your plant from being eaten by slugs and snails until it's big enough. Once it's big enough, no. Jiaogulan grows to say 3 meters or more during the growing season and then dies back in winter, so it won't overgrow your whole yard. During that summer you can harvest a lot of plant material. Jiaogulan is a forest plant from Japan and thus needs plenty of water. It likes water retentive soil, but it is not very finicky about which soil. I grew it in Katoomba and we really had very poorly draining soil and the soil was really, really bad. It grew very well there. I grow it now in our 2 different gardens. One is on sand soil. It's a bit gravelly where I grow it, but it grows on dry spaces there and it grows well. And I also grow it in our bigger garden. It's a very poorly drained and nutritionally poor soil. So it grows there also. Pfaff says that the plant, I have to explain. Pfaff, the famous plant for future plant database, says it cannot grow in the shade. I think that is absolutely untrue. I grew and grow all my Jiaogulan plants in full shade. That might be true for England, where the light levels or the sun is much less strong, that you can grow it there in the sun. But in Australia, I guess it's much better grown in the full shade. It is actually a very strange fact of how herbalists or hobby herbalists in Australia mainly use the herbs from the old country in Europe or the herbs from America, which are cool climate herbs like lavender, lemon balm, comfrey, borage and so on. They use these herbs instead of looking actually at Asian or more tropical herbs or Indian herbs, which do grow much better in our climate. Jiaogulan is one of them. Jiaogulan is so easy to grow. Really, I would encourage you to try it. Okay, see you back. Jiaogulan is very easy to grow. Other herbs too. Just do it. Bye.